If you're trying to like get the people healthier eating these whole foods, you should do that with like a potatoes lifestyle all the way to becoming a Pringle. And then you can just see like in the middle of that, like, oh, this is gross. This isn't even a chip. This is some weird emulsification.
I was going to do it with the coffee company. And you see the entire
no, I like them.
Me too.
Journey from the plant to washing, roasting, and shipping and all that stuff. But you run into liability issues too if you fully automate this process, because you get into, again, the unethical areas of supply chain, where some companies might be using third world countries for whatever aspect of it is, that, and somebody like offs themselves or dies or something, and you've completely automated the process, and then somebody scans a QR code, just some random dude was like, you know what, fuck it, I want to see where my iPhone came from. There's like suicide cameras and stuff like that.
I want to see the guy who made my iPhone. It's an 11-year-old in a net in the middle of a compound who tried to kill themselves. It's like, oh man, this really makes memeing more difficult morally.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with it. I genuinely don't mind some of that slave labor in our supply chain. Well, they try to make me not like chocolate anymore, Taylor. Do you see that? That's the most losing. Dude, they think that they can make Americans stop eating chocolate by telling us that
they can
small
fuck
children,
off.
That slaves are picking it.
Who's doing this? Who's saying this?
Is it palm oil or
is it Trump? Is it fucking Trump?
It's cocoa beans. I think it's cocoa beans.
Yeah.
I think it's the cocoa beans that they've got little children being forced to pick them and stuff. And we saw a while back.
Are they getting paid?
Not well.
Do they get some chocolate?
I don't think they could. That's the way the news article is always phrased. They show how much they get paid per day versus the cost of a chocolate bar, and it's like they could never afford a chocolate bar.
They should give them some chocolate. Like there should be perks.
Oh, they're so far behind on the supply chain.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying like have a couple pallets. Like they should have access to some chocolate.
They did that. They were like, here, have this, and he's like, what is this? And like, this is chocolate. It's what you've been doing your entire 45 years of life. This is what those are turned into. It's why we do all this. And
I like that 45-year-old kid you're talking about right now.
I mean, there's like everybody's doing it. Like it's the only thing there is to do there is pick the cocoa beans. And we also saw the slave monkeys who had to pick the things. Remember that, Taylor? They had those
I don't like that, but it's not because the monkeys are being bullied. It's because I don't want monkey hands touching my food.
That is a weird fucking take.
I like monkeys, but like they're gross. They are gross.
They make them wash their hands.
No, they do not. You think the fucking like borderline illegal slave camp in the middle of Colombia he's got Purell out on every corner?
This guy trained monkeys to pick fucking fruit out of trees and retrieve it. You don't think he can teach them how to wash their goddamn dirty paws?
There's no way they would. They wouldn't do it enough.
They wash the fruit. It doesn't matter what. I mean, it's getting shit on. Whenever you have one of those listeria,
what do the monkeys have to say about it? Do they seem happy about it? It's
because we spray our crops with shit. It's liquid shit being sprayed on the spinach for fertilizer, and then they don't wash it well enough, and it goes straight in your mouth. You're eating pig shit that got sprayed on a head of cabbage in California 2 weeks ago.
That's true. That's how you get.
So I'm not worried about monkey paw.
Gets their shit. So what are the monkeys like? Do they seem happy with the arrangement or no? I guess that's the important question.
They're in these little cages and they got like little cuffs. And they look very unhappy. The ones I saw.
Oh,
yeah.
They lock them up. So like you've picked enough fruit for the day, you little mongrel. Throw them in a cage. That's what it seems
like. They like threw them in there too. Yeah.
I hate that. I wish I wouldn't do that anymore.
I don't like it.
I guess if it's going to be human slavery or monkey slavery, you gotta like morally like. You got to go with putting monkeys out there. No, because you sold me on like they are washing the fruit anyway. I guess it's not a big deal if the monkey hands are kind of dirty.
Yeah.
If we could replace all those jobs with.
I don't know what makes a monkey's hand dirtier than a human's hand, though. Frankly,
they don't use toilet paper. They shit on.
But they don't wipe their asses with their hands, though. They just poop and go. They never touch their own asses. I mean, maybe occasionally. I saw these monkeys the other day. One of them started putting like straw in her asshole and in her ears, like as a fashion statement. And it's caught on. And so all the other monkeys started putting straw up their assholes and in their ears. And they're all walking around looking retarded. And it's like they said it's the first documented like fashion statement and like fashion trend in like chimpanzee culture or something. Like,
they all have ear infections.
No, that's the asshole straw. Don't put that in your. Oh, God damn it.
That's pretty cool. That's like their gene code genes.
Yeah.
They're just having a good time.
Yeah, they're like 50 years from Jinko jeans.
Maybe we could get monkeys to be better at being the slaves if we get them addicted to something.
Oh, I like that.
How about Zins?
That nicotine works.
Can't do smoking because there's only one hand for picking fruit.
Oh no, that's a reward they get. I would think you give them like little nicotine mints.
Oh yeah, that's a better idea than the dip. Yeah, they wouldn't understand the concept of that. They'd swallow it and get sick.
With nicotine. Because I've seen those. It might have been a Chinese zoo where they had the monkey learned to smoke. People kept throwing it cigarettes, and it'd watch people smoke their own cigarettes, and it figured it the fuck out. And now it's addicted to nicotine, and it's like, oh. People are lighting smokes up for this guy.
Dude, can you imagine how good of a day that was for the orangutan in that exhibit? Someone finally throws him a lighter and a cig through some miracle of the cosmos. He hits his thumb correctly, lights it, and then that first puff, he was probably like, life's not so bad.
Yeah.
As long as these Chinese guys keep throwing, cigarettes and food, and apparently there's a problem in Chinese zoos where they just like throwing rocks at animals.
Chinese people are kind of shitty. We saw a while back where they had those fake pandas. They were Pomeranians painted like pandas.
That was obvious. We called that immediately.
It was the cutest shit you've ever seen. I would not have disappointed. I'd be like, well, I came for the pandas, but I stayed for the poms. Can I scritch them? I'd want to get down there and play those good boys. I've also saw the sun bear that looked like a man in a suit. But then it turned out it was just a weird look. Sun bears are weird. They have man asses.
They have like a Hank Hill body shape when they stand up. Like really no glutes to speak of. Not even a little hump. Just boom.
Gluteal dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Sure.
Diminishing glutes. Yeah. That's what Hank Hill has.
I haven't been to the zoo in like 15 years or something.
The zoo rocks. You're missing out. Or I don't know if the Atlanta Zoo's good, but it's fine.
It's fine. I just feel bad for the animals. You can smell the monkey shit a mile away. You're getting to the Atlanta Zoo. But once you get in there, I'm like, this is prison. This is animal prison. I don't want to see these guys all locked up in here doing time. They're all lifers. You know what I mean? I saw a baby gorilla, I think 2 months old, but maybe 2 years old, something. But it got killed at the zoo the other day because they triggered a hydraulic door when they weren't supposed to, and it just crushed the little baby gorilla in front of its mother gorilla and the whole pack.
No.
Yeah, they squished the little gorilla.
That's a big fuck up.
It's like he's supposed to be off in the Congo somewhere, digging around,
Yeah, rooting around, doing what gorillas do, having a good time, fucking a harem of gorilla bitches, sitting there, jacked, huge.
You really want to be a gorilla, don't you?
I think if you're gonna pick one of the great apes to be, gorilla is like. There's what else? What are you gonna be?
The orangutan.
A human?
Fuck. He got me. Okay, if you're gonna be a non-human great ape, you got to go gorilla. Orangutan would be too lonely. They're solitary creatures. Like you're not really hanging out very much as an orangutan, and I wouldn't want to be alone.
I'm a little antisocial myself. I'm gonna be an orangutan. They're smart.
I'd want to have.
We looked it up 6 weeks ago. Don't go down this road again, Woody. We don't Google it again. Good Lord! I promise you, the orangutans are smarter. They tested them.
We did. I do remember this now, and I remember it because I wasn't pleased with the result. I wanted to believe the gorillas. Everyone knows chimp's number one.
I've never seen a chimp bathe itself. I've seen those goddamn orangutans by the river not only bathe themselves with soap, water, and washcloth, but also sweep up their enclosure because they'd seen it done before. Like those things are fucking smart, dude. They give them guys a couple 100,000 years, and they're going to be people. They're going to be in kindergartens. That's going to be 100,000 years from now. That'll be the leftists. They'll want the chimps to be in schools with our children, and they're like they'll be like, mutilations are at an all-time low. Like the last time a kinder ape turned on a human.
The left wants this orangutan in your daughter's bathroom. We need to shut it down.
Yeah.
What's the difference? And it's just like a picture of an orangutan tearing a door off of a stall and beating a maintenance man to death.
And then there's like the smartest, most well-spoken orangutan you've ever seen on CNN. And he's just like, it's bigotry. It's bigotry, and I won't stand for it.
Charles,
I
we'll get
grew
back
up
to you, but now we're going to hear from Mr. Marbles. Mr. Marbles, what do you think about that?
I remember the cages and the keepers. He'd be so poignant. You'd be like, let him in the bathroom.
Yeah.
They go back to eating the kids. Can't let him in there.